Hello everybody, thanks again for clicking on the link. Wait a minute, no, it wasn't a link. If you've seen it somewhere, it's a link. But anyway, the thumbnail, that's what I meant. Thanks for clicking on the thumbnail. I'm back again with a quick review and a book haul, which I, took it upon myself to personalize the word haul and change it into my own terminology / slang term, housekeeping. Yes, book housekeeping. I know, like, we're not dusting books here, but I don't know, I like the way book housekeeping rolls off the tongue. But anyway, so I'm trying to do a video a week. I'm going to be successful at that, right, Lord? Yes. But anyway, the first book the only book that I'm going to review is Domino Falls by the writing duos Tananarive and Stephen Barnes. They're an African-American couple who usually write individually, but has come together to write this series about their take on the zombie apocalypse. Anyway, Domino Falls is the second book in the Devil's Wake series. This book continues where the last book left off. In the last book, we were introduced to the survivors, which are 7 ethnic or people of color, which is really rare in this kind of genre. But anyway, they've come together to provide, their resources and their skills to survive the zombie apocalypse. And you saw that mostly in the first book, because the first book was a lot more fast-paced as we're introduced to the characters, and certain events pop up where they have to pretty much use every skill they have to survive. And it was just a blast going through that book. So I did show this book earlier in the summertime, but I'm just now getting a chance to read it because I'm trying to not spend money and read what I already have. And yes, this book kept me up all night. Well, not all night, but at least till like 11 o'clock, because I had to go to work in the morning, but I was determined to finish this book. So whereas the first book was a little more fast-paced, this one slowed it down a little bit because the 7 characters are suddenly finding themselves in a survivor's colony, which it takes place in Domino Falls. Now, within Domino Falls, there's also a smaller community of people or settlement, which is called Threadville. I want to say it was really I was really going back and forth with Domino's Fall and Threadville. But in Threadville, that smaller community, that's where the mystery of the chunk of the plot lies, because suddenly they're realizing that certain people are going missing, and there's just like this whole silence over the town that no one is explaining what's going on in Threadville, particularly a ranch house in Threadville where why are there guards all over the ranch? But anyway, yes, our survivors are pretty much going through that whole conspiracy of trying to uncover what's going on here, because as of right now, their bus is out of route, so they can't leave the town. But what I really liked about this book is because not only because it slowed down a lot, but you got your more reflections on each of the characters. But I like it because toward the end of the book, it explained a little more as to what caused Freak Day. And Freak Day is the day that the zombie apocalypse pretty much arrived and pretty much furiously killed off half the people on the earth. Now, it's really interesting, and I did not expect a small explanation given as to what caused Freak Day, because it was something pretty much out of an Octavia Butler novel. It was that esoteric or kind of more implied than actually given as to what happened. And I think what they're going to do is show a little bit more, the writing team is going to show a little bit more as to what caused Freak Day in the next book, which is titled Freak Show. I cannot wait for Freak Show. But yes, this is a good series. I suggest this for anyone who wants a little bit of a light zombie thriller and not so much heavy like Justin Corin and his The Passage series, which is vampire zombies. But yeah, and they take their own unique take on the zombies. The zombies are pretty much, they can talk, they can run, they can, I can't tell it because I would give away what's going on towards the end of the book. So yes, that's pretty much it. I think you guys should pick this up. It's a really good series, so do that. You need to do that right now. It's probably at Walmart right now. But anyway, on to the book Housekeeping. The book that the 2 books that I want to show on the book Housekeeping is first is Control by Lydia Kang. If I said her name wrong, she can be mad. I'm really sorry, Lydia. You can call me or write me in the comment section. But anyway, I saw this book in the Writer's Digest latest issue, and something told me that I really wanted to read this book. Maybe it's the blueness of the cover and how it's all mysterious and it has test tubes, but yeah, I picked it up. Now, this is a YA book, and I usually don't read YA. There's nothing wrong with YA, but as far as my generational YA, I consider YA Christopher Pike and R.L. Stein. I'm not really too familiar with YA post Twilight, so I really don't know. And but I did decide that I want to read this book, and I plan on reading it. And if I don't too much like it, you probably can look for a giveaway. But I guess I'll read a little bit of the synopsis. So Zelia Benton loves working in the science lab because it gives her a sense of control. But when she and her sister and father leave town to move to another state, an accident eviscerates their lives. And it's only the beginning of the changes to come. Control is a luxury Zelia may never possess, not unless she gives up the ideal of being reunited with her sister and her first chance to fall in love. This is an unputdownable, intense romantic thriller set in 2150 in a world of automatic cars, nightclubs with auditory ecstasy drugs, downloadable perfume, and guys with forearms. Control is about the human genetic mistakes that society wants to forget and the way that outcasts can turn out to be heroes. And see, just reading that synopsis, although I do want to read this book, it's that romance part. What is that? And her first chance of falling in love. That is what's gonna. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't too much read too much YA these days. Is because I don't know. I'm not really good with putting myself in the shoes of a 16-year-old girl. Yeah, surprisingly, right? Yeah, I should be able to. But yeah, I can't wait to read this book. If I don't too much like it, I will probably give it as a giveaway because I think someone else may appreciate it more. But I'm gonna give it a try, and I already bought it, so you know, don't deny the facts that I have to read what I've already bought. Okay, and I just had to clear some things out there. The book that I really want to read is Year of the Demon by Stephen Bein. It's the second book in his Novel of the Fated Blade series. Wow! You know, in the video before this, I showed that I finally caught up with the first book, and it was excellent. It was just so good. You know, like I said, it's a combination of historical fiction, crime thriller, and urban fantasy and sci-fi all rolled into one. But anyway, yes, I cannot wait to read this book. I love stories, Asian stories of Japan and China and ancient demons and curses and spells going all kinds of damn ways. And yes, I just cannot wait. So, I guess I'll read a little bit of the synopsis so maybe you guys can be excited about picking this up too. So Detective Sergeant Mariko Oshido has been promoted to Japan's elite narcotics unit, and with this promotion comes a new partner, a new case, and a new danger. The underboss of a powerful Yakuza crime syndicate has put a price on her head, and he'll lift the bounty only if she retrieves an ancient iron mask that was stolen from him in a daring raid. Ooh, I'm ready. However, Mariko has no idea of the tumultuous past carried within the mask, or of its deadly ink with the famed Inazuma blade she wields. The secret of this mask originated hundreds of years before Mariko was born, and over time the mask's power has evolved to being its owner toward destruction, stopping at nothing to obtain Inazuma's steel. Mariko's fallen sensei, who, I think I gave away a spoiler, knew much of the mask's hypnotic power and of its mysterious ink to a murderous cult. Now Mariko must use his notes to find the mask before the cult can bring Tokyo to its knees and before the underboss decides her time is up. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to read this book. Oh my goodness. Oh, but anyway, yes, those are the two books that I'm going to be trying to read in this next couple of days, and I just cannot wait. But anyway, I'm going to do a little editing on this video. I thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it so much. If you've read these books or have any suggestions or ideas or comments or any housekeeping issues, since that's my new terminology, please feel free to share them below in the comment section, because I love talking to you guys about books. I don't think I read what everybody else reads. I was looking at a couple of booktube videos, and I don't think I read what everybody else reads. I don't know, I'm weird like that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for stopping by, and I cannot wait to tell you guys about these books once I finish them. So anyway, peace in the Middle East and in the South too, where I'm from. So bye.